Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Welcome to the channel. Well, we are in Maya and we are going to model a watch today, right? This is a request that I received and I'm happy to do the request. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Now, what we're going to focus on initially is the watch case, so the main body of the watch, and what we're going to start off with is the crystal, right, or the glass, the dome, the sapphire, the whatever you want to call it, right? You get the idea. So what we're going to do there is we're going to go and grab a sphere. We're going to, let's see, we're going to hit R. Actually, what we'll do is we'll cut off part of it first. We're going to jump to this view, right click, go to face, drag select to, let's say, about here, delete that, right click, go to object mode. Then we're going to hit R and we're going to squish it until it's quite flat, like so. And then we're going to go in here. We're going to right click on the edge, double click, Control E to extrude, W to push down. Something like this. And of course we don't want this hard edge here, but we are going to smooth it. We're going to double click, we're going to hit Control B to bevel. Let's set that to 2 segments, that looks better. Then we're going to go in and we're going to hit 3 to preview smooth. There you go. And we'll have something looking like this, which is fine. So we're going to hit 1 to go back, we're going to go up to mesh and we're going to go to smooth. And there you have it, that's our crystal. Now, for the main body, what we're going to do there is we're going to go and grab a cylinder, like so, and we are going to make sure that the dimensions are correct. Hit F to frame, hit 4 for wireframe mode, R to scale in to about there, and if we hit 3 to preview smooth, you'll see it will line up pretty nicely. We have that top part there, don't worry about that too much, we'll get that sorted. So we're going to hit 1 to go back. That's going to be our starting point, right? So we're going to push this in to about here. We'll take this guy and we'll hit Control H to hide it. We don't need that right now. So we're going to go in here and let's see, what we're going to do next is we're going to go and select the top faces here. There you go. Hold on the tab key. Go around like this. Control E to extrude. W to push up. Like so. Let's do something like this. Alright. Then we're going to hit delete. We're going to go in here to edge. We're going to double click. Control E. We're going to hit R to scale in, G to repeat, W to push down, G to repeat, R to scale in, G again, R to scale in again, G again, R to scale in again, G and R, G and R, and then on the intersection there we're going to go to mesh. Let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to go to mesh and we're going to go to fill hole, and then we're going to right click and go to face, click on it, and we're going to go to edit mesh and poke. Alright, now we want this not to be not completely flat, so we're going to go in here, we're going to go to vertex, select the one in the middle, we're going to hit B for soft select, we're going to hold down B, left click and drag, and make sure we don't go outside of that plane, right? We're gonna hit W, we're gonna move this up, and we have to go a bit further than that, looks like. So we actually have to go here even further. That looks about right. Yeah, that's good. Then we're gonna hit B to turn that off. And we're gonna go and look for the lugs that we need to create. Okay, so next we need to create the lugs. So for that, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna right click, go to face, and I'll take 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then I'm gonna hit 4 on the keyboard so I can match that up. Select these as well, right? We're gonna hit Control E to extrude. We're gonna hit R to pull them out. Too bad there. That looks about right. Then we're gonna go to vertex and we're gonna grab these, not those, those, and those. And I want to move them inward. So hit R. Push that in like this. So that's where the strap will go, and then we're gonna push it in like this as well, a little bit, just to make it look a little bit better. Now we're gonna hit 5, and we are going to smooth this out. And when we do that, you'll see it will become very rounded. So we need to reinforce that a little bit. So we're gonna go to an add mesh insert edge loop. Mesh tools, insert edge loop, yeah, that one. We'll do one here, one there. We want one on the inside as well, one there and one there. And then we'll have a go. Hit 3. Yeah, looks nice. We need to reinforce the corners here on the inside, right? So what we're gonna do there is we're gonna right click, go to edge. We're gonna click and double click. Come on. Go to the other side. We're gonna bevel that 0.1, and now if we hit 3 to preview smooth, it should look a lot better, right? Okay, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to display and show all. We still have our crystal here. We're gonna hit W, we're gonna move that up. We're gonna fit that to size, so we're gonna hit R, we're gonna scale it in a little bit. And W, move that in. If you want to see how far, we're gonna hit 4. And we're gonna press that into about there. So that's the main body. Now, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna hit this guy, we're gonna Control H, we're gonna put in our markers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little rectangle, push that in quite a bit in this direction as well. Hit W, raise that up. R, push that way down. Bring that way in. It's supposed to be small, of course. So we're going to W, we're going to push it down. Now, this is going to be domed, so you will see that it will be raised up a little bit. We're going to hit F, We're gonna push it a little bit further. Like so. That looks good. We're gonna jump to the top. We're gonna hit the insert key, and then we're gonna hold on X, and we're gonna move this to the center. Hit the insert key again. Then we're gonna hit Control D to duplicate, E to rotate, hold on J, and then we're gonna hit Shift D as we go around. And then we have our markers. Of course, we need to have a center point. So we'll take a cylinder. We're gonna scale that way down. Pull it out a little bit. W, move it in. After frame, there you have it. We don't want that to be too high up. Something like this. Then we need an hour hand and a second hand, of course. So we'll let's see, what are we gonna do? We're gonna take a simple polygon plane. Control A to open up the attribute editor. Let's go in here, set that to 1 by 1. All right, we're gonna hit R. We're gonna scale that way in. Hit W, move that over. You want that to stick out just a tiny bit, right? Then we're gonna go here. We're gonna insert an edge loop. So let's go to insert edge loop, and we'll put one in here. Let's say here. Yep. Q on the keyboard, right click, go to vertex, push this way back until we're happy that it's well inside the watch. It is. And then we're gonna push that down so it kind of aligns with the dome, right? So we can take the whole thing and push it down a little. It's not gonna hit anything, don't think, nope. So we got that. We can shorten this a little bit. Like so. So we got one hand that is quite large. We can actually make it a bit thicker. Just to give it a little bit more body. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it some thickness. We're going to extrude 0.01. We're going in the wrong direction, that's why it's turning black. So what I'll do instead is do this. And then we're going to move the pivot point, hit the insert key, move it to the center of our little pin thingy there. Hit the insert key again, Control D to duplicate, E to rotate, move it over to, let's say, somewhere in this direction. And then what we're going to do here is make that a lot shorter. Let's double click on this guy, go to object mode, that looks good. Alright, so that's what we got. Then we're going to go in here and we are going to turn on ambient occlusion so we can see it a bit better. And then we're going to go and get our dome back, display and show all. We're gonna right click, go to assign new material, we'll do a Fong, then we'll bump up the transparency quite a bit until we can see through it and actually see the dome. The dome can be a little bit less transparent because we don't see it at all. Right here. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So we see that, and then you can go and make a strap in the middle if you like. And yeah, that's how I would make a watch case, right? So just to give you an idea how I would approach that, of course, this is a very short video. If you were modeling something like this, you would take a lot more time doing so. One thing I forgot, which is extremely important, is the crown, of course. So we'll do that. We'll take a cylinder, we'll hit E, we'll rotate it, hold on J, hit W, bring it out, Control A to open up the attribute editor. Let's go in here and set that to, let's do 30, well, maybe even 40. Let's do 40, all right. So then we're gonna go in here and we're gonna select every other face, right? So we're gonna hit one and then skip one, so you get the idea, right? That looks all good. Control E to extrude. That looks okay. Then we're going to insert edge loop. We're going to do multiple and 2. So we can put them in here like this. We're going to hit R. We're going to push them out like so. All right. Cool. Then we're going to jump in here. We're going to right click, go to vertex, drag, select these, and then shift drag, select these. And we're going to slightly scale them in like this. All right. Then we're going to go and hit 3 on the keyboard. So we'll get something like so. We'll scale it way, way down. Bring that in here. After frame, let's move that up here. After frame again. It's still, yeah, size-wise it's not bad. All right. Something like this makes it look a little bit more like a watch, right? Okay. So yeah, like I said, that's how I would approach it. You would obviously spend a lot more time on it. If I were to model a watch that looks like a proper watch, I would probably spend 5 to 10 hours on the main case, right? Just to give you an idea. Anyway, this will help you on your way. Hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.